Hi guys! Welcome to another video on my art channel Sophie Art. Today we are testing the match color pouring kit from Golden. And unfortunately the part where I'm unpacking it is somehow lost. I searched for it everywhere, I don't find it anymore, I've given up. So here you see a picture of all of them. But now let's move on to the video part. So in there we have a color pouring medium matte and those colors. This is a violet ultramarine, don't know what that exactly is, a yellow, a titanium white, a Prussian blue and a green gold. I also bought some beakers that were not in a set. And of course a canvas where we can pour it on. There's a manual in there which says we should put 1 part of color into 10 parts of color pouring medium. So let's start doing this. The paint is very liquid already, not like usual acrylic paint I'm used to. I'm going to pour in half of the color in here, just because I want a lot of white. And I'm going to pour what I think is 1/10 of it in there. I'm going to do that to all of my colors now. And I am already dirty. I haven't found a technique that is messier than acrylic pouring, by the way. I'm going to use less of the dark colors, by the way, because as you may have thought, they will make the painting really dark. Contrast is good, don't get me wrong, but it can make the whole painting super dark very, very fast. That's the way you can control your art, by the way, by choosing now how much color you add. And by the way, as you can see, it's almost empty now. The pouring medium is really expensive and you will use it up so fast. That's why acrylic pouring artworks are so expensive. Now I'm going to mix them all. So now we will pour them all into this beaker in the amounts we want to have them poured in. I'm starting off with a layer of white. And you can use the combination of colors that you want, it doesn't matter. So now I'm going to place a beaker in here so I can put the canvas on top. And now we are going to start pouring. I put it on like that, turn it around, and then flip it. Already you can see the beautiful colors. And now you can move it around. If we calculated correctly, the paint is enough for the whole canvas. I decided to pour 3 more paintings. As you can see, there's a lot of dirt down there. You are going to lose a lot of color with this technique. That's another reason why this kind of style is so expensive. You're just going to need so much paint and so much medium to create one painting. And as you see, there's also a really thick layer of paint down there, so it needs a lot of time to dry and a lot of paint. A few tips for changing the result of your pouring. You can use a blow dryer or a torch or something like that to create more bubbles if you like that. I don't really like that. I'm happy with that marble effect that I got. So it's just something you can do if you want to. It will though change when it dries. That shiny look will unfortunately not stay, but that's what varnish is for. I love this outcome so much, but unfortunately something happened. You will see later. As you can see now, I'm wearing gloves. That's just because this is so messy and your hands will get so messy, and then it's hard to maneuver the paintings around afterwards and put them somewhere to dry. All I want to say is be careful. Use clothes you don't need. Do it somewhere where you can't ruin something, or do it outside. After that, I left the paintings to dry for several days. I moved on to retouching, by which I mean just adding a layer of acrylic white on the backs that are really messy. But for one of the paintings I needed to do a little bit more retouching. As I told you earlier, my favorite painting got destroyed. As I left them to dry, my cat decided to jump on it and left these wonderful marks. I tried to save it with some acrylic paint, but you can't recreate this marble effect. That's just impossible. So yeah, you can decide for yourself if it's lost or not, but I still like it because the marble effect is just so cool. And the last step for these paintings is to add a clear varnish. It's just so you can recreate that shiny effect that we had at the beginning as they were wet. And then the paintings are finished. So let's come to my final conclusion about the kit. As far as I calculated, the kit is actually cheaper than buying the colors separately, at least for that amount. The price was 30 euros, which is about $34, which is expensive, but all in all cheaper than buying the things separately. I did use all the color pouring medium though, so that's all you can get out of it. So around one big painting or a few small ones. So if you want to try out acrylic pouring, I would really recommend that kit. Keep in mind though that it's a really expensive technique and a super messy one. But that's all I have to say for this video. I hope you had a wonderful time. We will see each other next time. Bye!